Okay guys, ešte predtým než začnem. Okay guys, vítam vás na streame. Ešte predtým než začneme s Nvidia 3000, by som si chcel takže by som dal exit a zapal by som si nejaký svetík, v ktorom možno samozrejme a rozhodnú 40 minút. Fuj. Takže nám zapne. Teda, že som to musel všetko zavrieť. Dobre, pustím hudbu.
Welcome to the one and only TheRatNest.
You know it won't be long till we get there. Ooh, spinning round, no control. Burning down, letting go. We've been wandering in the dark, but no matter where we are, just remember.
Hey yo, forever. lemon floor smoke. Even after I'm shot, I bet you catch me in a drop at the crossroads. And I sport clothes that cost more than 4 O's. Lord knows what wolves with the pulse goes. I love heats. I think I'm out to market some. This nigga flow shaky like he got Parkinson's.
lemonade.
Say only.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Say only.
Lemonade, lemonade. Lemonade, lemonade. Lemonade, lemonade.
Lemonade. I got something to tell you. Hope you understand. I never meant to hurt you. Wasn't in my plans. Just that when I'm with you, everything's okay. I get that fizzy feeling. And I want lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade. Lemonade, lemonade. Lemonade, lemonade.
Lemonade.
Candy boys, candy boys. Candy boys, candy boys. Candy boys, candy boys.
Lemonade. Lemonade.
Candy boys, candy boys. Lemonade, lemonade. Candy boys, candy boys. Candy boys, candy boys. Lemonade, lemonade. Candy boys, candy boys.
I got something to tell you. Hope you understand. I never meant to hurt you. Wasn't in my plans. Just that when I'm with you, everything's okay. I get that fizzy feeling. And I want lemonade.
when I had you. Oh, take my hand in mine. What we used to believe and dream to be. Oh, take my hand, now find it, now find it, now find it. Oh, take my hand in mine. What we used to believe and dream to be. Oh, take my hand, now find it. We are the dream. When I used to climb in your window, and things used to be so simple. Those days when things were new. Those days when I had you. Oh, take my hand in mine. What we used to believe and dream to be. Oh, take my hand, now find it, now find it, now find it. Oh, take my hand in mine. What we used to believe and dream to be. Oh, take my hand, now find it. We are the dream. We are the dream.
koko.
I keep going to the river to pray, 'cause I need something that can wash out the pain. And I'm sleeping all these demons away, but your ghost, the ghost of you, it keeps me awake. My friends had you figured out, yeah, they're so outside of you. You tried hiding another you, but your evil was going through. And these guys sitting on the wall, well, they watch every move I make. Bright light living in the shade. Your cold heart makes a spirit shake. I had to go through hell to prove I'm not insane. And to meet the devil just to know his name. And that's when my love was burning. Yeah, it's still burning. I keep going to the river to pray, 'cause I need something that can wash up pain. And I'm sleeping all these demons away, but your ghost, the ghost of you, it keeps me awake. I keep going to the river to pray, 'cause I need something that can wash up pain. And I'm sleeping all these demons away, but your ghost, the ghost of you, it keeps me awake. Give up the ghost, give up the ghost, give up the ghost, stop the haunting, baby. Give up the ghost, give up the ghost, give up the ghost, no more haunting, baby. Each time that I think you're gone, I turn around and you're creeping in, and I let you under my skin, 'cause I love living in the sin. Oh, you never told me true love was gonna hurt, true pain I don't deserve. I keep going to the river to pray, 'cause I need something that can wash out the pain. And I'm sleeping all these demons away, but your ghost, the ghost of you, it keeps me awake. I keep going to the river to pray, 'cause I need something that can wash out the pain. And I'm sleeping all these demons away, but your ghost, the ghost of you, it keeps me awake.
Kľúčka. Escape je moderné slide.
Are you ready to test yourself in simple Crown Rush? Just you and your words against all other contenders.
Essa etapa aqui é que eu vou ter
Eliminate all other contenders or secure the crown to win.
Let's rock.
Tak si dajme si... Toto som ešte
Welcome to the one and only TheRatNest.
to hráte tak, že sa organizuje. Viete, čím je hráčov, ja tým od začiatku je na Instagram. Takže ľudia by sa mi povedali. Dobre, myslím, že tejto hry mi stačilo.
Welcome to TheRatNest.
Štyrikrát tak je dobrá. Čo sa deje?
Everybody's here because they love you. All this city tonight
Ja si myslím, že si dám
put on a string that you wear. You're my weather, you're my golden, you're my Sarah. I never wanna come down from you. I never wanna come down from you. From you. From you. I never wanna come down from you. I never wanna come down from you.
Toto je official event launch RTX. No a Nvidia vidíte, že už si nejako zgrupujú tu ľudia. koľko už dneska o 100 000
Len vy viete, za 18 minút sa zmení svet hier a svet realistických výsledkov. Všetko sa zmení týmto a som strašne rád, že sa to deje. OK, tu sa ľudia zgrupujú, 1000 Slovek. Myslím si, že na toto píšu ľudia, keď by si verified, bude potom skôr aj na 5000.
Takže ten chat pôjde extrémne fázy a potom máme
Keby tam niekto nadával,
ako vás nám to nechám,
ale potom to už
som zvedavý, ak sa pani alebo pán, ktorý
bude držať tú novú kartu a to Gamers and strangers. Welcome to the Nvidia RTX. This is our new rozmýšľam, ktorú grať.
You are listening to TheRatNest.
Ohlásenie RTX 3000, príďte samozrejme na kanál, už tu čakáme na vás, všetko sme tu zatiaľ a ľudia, vy možno, že tí, čo tak dotekli nie ste, si hovoríte, že no, to doznamená to nemá. Ale od 50% za lacnejšiu cenu budú nájsť lacnejšiu než predtým. A to som ešte zvedavý, čím všetko. Keď budú držať Nvidia notebook, tak ja ak oznámia, že budú nejaké mobilné verzie, čo skoro, robím 10 kg. To sa pozrieť. Ja tak vedem. Nvidia
To je dobré. Dobrá, máme toto. Snážíme do začiatku a určite sa si zastaviť. Spustím čakáme. Myslím si, že by som si mohol pretočiť. Toto proste zmení svet hier. Toto nie je reálne všetko. Ani keď sa mám ja na miniatúre, má mať veľmi podobný dizajn tomuto, čo aj ja, aj tento kanál ukazujeme. Ale, no, keď máme 13 minút, dávam malý kafej. Potom máme a otvoríme si môj najnovší. Dobre, to mám. Na tento počítač. Bude tady.
Breathe me into the light. Slowly heal the darkness in my heart. I hear you now. Taste was all
Crafted. Dobre. Pustíme si nejakú dobrú hudbu. Vyberiem tu zoznam. Dal by som, že okrem tohoto, keďže to už sme počuli, toto je extrémne copyrightové. Toto tiež nechceme, tiež. nubovina, toto je nubovina. Toto je tiež nubovina. A máme zapnutú hudbu. 1400 ratingu už to stúpa. Program, aby som to...
Ináč, celkom dobre vám to ide.
Prosím?
Na to.
I got to start this motherfucking record.
A pátám za mnou. Toto je úplne dobré. 19 minút ľudia. 19. Aha, takže to budú typujem, že streamovať na GeForce. OK. Tu už nemám naplánovaný stream. 6 days ago vydali posledné video. Toto som videl, toto je brutál. To tiež musíte vidieť. Čakým.
What's up, everybody? My name is Dwight, and welcome back to GeForce Garage. Rob DeLuce, aka Mega Blow, is a British modder who took first in the concept design stage for the 2019 Thermaltake Case Mod Invitational with his elaborate render he named Jarvis. While it's no longer just a design, it's been built, and it's incredible. Let's go hear from him.
Hi, my name is Rob DeLuce. I'm also known online as Mega Blow. Today I just want to show you my completed build that I did for Thermaltake Invitational 2019. It's taken quite a while to get to this stage. There's been a lot of design process involved, 3D printing, and then the actual physical building of the computer. The main inspiration for this particular build came from my love of comic book characters, especially superheroes like Iron Man. This is basically a Jarvis computer build, similar to what Tony Stark used in the Iron Man movies and the Avengers movies. The idea behind it is that the gantry system, which the case is sat on, it's got two robotic arms on either side, and these arms are basically putting the computer together. The main structure of it is made out of MDF wood, and then it's been strengthened with some
Tento community showcase bol tiež. Chcete takéto videa? Toto vôbec není náročné. To je ten nový Razer, či čo to je? Toto Observer RTX. "21 days, 21 years." "15 minút, ľudia. Počkaj, tam ty už asi začali. Títo tu už asi začali. Waiting for them. Super, to sú fakt milí ľudia. keď 600 eur bude stať 3060, teda 3070 a 3080 bude stať okolo 600, ty kokos, tak 3060 si kúpim. To si kúpim, jasné. Waiting for. No, ten čau, akože úplne to nenaplánoval. Toto som videl. Ja som videl väčšinu týchto ich buildov. Ja som videl vlastne buildy a videl som... Takto ja som videl dve veci. Buildy a Minecraft. Oficiálne veci. To je super, že tam majú oficiálne nahodenú alzu, to je úplne super. Typujem, že teraz tí oni, čalovia, budú alzojská a teraz keď si dáš komponenty a dáš si, že grafické karty. Teraz, keď si dáš Nvidia, tak tu už asi niečo budú mať. Nemajú. A RTX. No. Už som to líkala asi všetky značky. Za chvíľku začnú. 10 minút.
When it comes to product design on our graphics cards,
Už som myslel, že to už začalo. Ten RTX za ten Mac ja potrebujem. Ľudia, zožente mi to nejde. Takýto watermarčík. Toto sa máme vykupiť. To sú také jedný. Oni to budú. Dali po roku 2000.
Of course, we know 20 years ago, in August 31st, they announced the GeForce 256, the first quote-unquote GPU by Nvidia. I remember it well. I was around for those days. It was big time. Also, at that time, we had I know some younger people don't remember this, but this Nvidia had cemented itself as the leader of the graphics market. Back then you had so many players.
Ja sa tak nech sa to líklo. Dobre. Kokos. Fuj, to presvedčí.
Every time you do, I get it rough. My mind just sounds like trying love, but it says no, 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 no. Just no, 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 no. And every time I see him with you, my heart sounds.
Minecraft is many things to many people. It is a creative tool, it is a game to get immersed in, it is anything that you would want it to be. Ray tracing is one of the key innovations that we think is next for Minecraft.
Our tech gives us that custom flavor for each block that you can't see anywhere else. We wanted to keep the authentic look of Minecraft and still push the boundaries with ray tracing.
RTX gives the Minecraft world a brand new feel to it. In normal Minecraft, a block of gold just appears yellow, but with ray tracing turned on, you really get to see the specular highlight, you get to see the reflection, you can even see a mob reflected in it. When light catches or deep in a cave and you see it's diamond, you get that rush of excitement in a way you haven't had before. We can see the subtle reflections in the wood planks, the light seeping in through the windows. They hit the colored carpet and reflect off the wall and subtly color the walls and the environment all around them.
Sa tak nedělá. To má nějaké botanky. Toto, to je možné. Tam na to klíči bude vidět dost.
Toto je Denisa.
Proste, toto není postava pre ženu.
Má len 28.
Toto není postava pre nikoho.
A Aha, takže on už streamuje strašne dlho.
Okay. All right. Did it. We're good.
Really? ľudia a predstavte si toho typka, ktorý to rozhodla, ktorý to už je presne za to, čo
Welcome to my kitchen. I hope all of you are staying safe. We're going to talk about an amazing GPU today. Modern GPUs are technology marvels. It is the engine of large industries from design, cloud AI to scientific computing. But it is the gamers and their insatiable demand that is the driving force of the GPU. Pulling their GPUs to create the largest distributed computer ever. 1 million gamers united to counterstrike the COVID-19 coronavirus. The result was 2.8 exaflops, 5 times the processing power of the world's largest supercomputer to simulate the virus. Folding at home was able to simulate 100 milliseconds, a tenth of a second in the life of the coronavirus, and capture the moment it opens its mouth to infect a human cell. Scientists believe this is also its moment of weakness. Thank you all for joining this historic fight. We're going to talk about computer graphics and the work we're doing to push the boundaries. We love computer graphics and have advanced it incredibly in the time of Nvidia. As the technology advanced, the expressiveness of the medium has made graphics an invaluable tool to help us understand our world, create and explore new worlds, tell stories that inspire us. From science to industry to the arts, computer graphics has made a profound impact on the world, and for that, we are privileged to have contributed. We're going to talk about gaming and the infinite ways that gaming is expanding. GeForce PC gaming is large and thriving. Its open and rapidly advancing technology, combined with the amazing creativity of the community, makes magic. Anyone could be a broadcaster now. Add a GeForce and you have a personal broadcast station. Pros stream their practices. Experts stream tips and tricks. Friends stream to friends just to hang out. There are over 20 million streamers. Games have become a new art medium. In Minecraft, gamers can build their work of art. Machinima artists create cinematics made from game assets. Tens of millions are using games to express their creativity. Inside a computer simulation, any sport can become esport. Virtual NASCAR and F1 are already attracting top racers. Like sports, esports captures the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, and the human drama of athletic competition. Esports is on its way to be the biggest sport. I have something special for all the GeForce gamers around the world. 4 gifts. I hope you like them, and you'll find new ways to game. First, big news. Fortnite is turning RTX on. Now Minecraft and Fortnite, the #1 and #2 most played games in the world, have RTX on. Fortnite will get ray trace shadows, reflections, ambient occlusion, and DLSS 2. These effects look fantastic with the art style of Fortnite. I can't wait to see a Fortnite concert with RTX on. The last one with Travis Scott was watched by 28 million people. Epic made a trailer for you. Let's play it now.
Let's go! 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 Let's go!
75% of GeForce gamers play esports. Esports is a game of milliseconds. Reaction time is a combination of the gamer and the machine. Let me explain. This is Valorant. In this example, the opponent is traveling at 1500 pixels per second, and it's visible in this opening for only 180 milliseconds. A typical gamer has a reaction time of 150 milliseconds from photon to action. You can only hit this opponent if your PC adds less than 30 milliseconds. Most gamers have latencies far greater than 30 milliseconds, many up to 100 milliseconds. Today we're announcing a new esports technology called Nvidia Reflex. Nvidia Reflex optimizes the rendering pipeline across CPU and GPU to reduce latency by up to 50%. In September, we're releasing Reflex with our game-ready driver. Over 100 million GeForce gamers will instantly become more competitive. Valorant, Fortnite, Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, and Destiny 2 will be the first to integrate Reflex technology. Esports pros and enthusiasts strive for zero latency. For you, we're announcing an insanely fast and beautiful display. A 360Hz G-Sync display designed for esports. This display has a built-in precision latency analyzer. Just connect your mouse. The Nvidia 360Hz G-Sync esports displays are arriving this fall from Acer, Alienware, ASUS, and MSI. We've made a video comparing gaming on a 60Hz, 144Hz, and 360Hz display. You can see immediately how 360Hz display will help you target and track an opponent. For the 20 million live streamers, we have something really cool for you. NVIDIA Broadcast turns any room into a broadcast studio. NVIDIA Broadcast runs AI algorithms trained by deep learning on NVIDIA's DGX supercomputer, one of the most powerful in the world. Effects like audio noise removal, virtual background effects whether graphics or video, and webcam auto-framing is a virtual camera person tracking you. These AI effects are amazing. Available for download in September and runs on any RTX GPU. Brandon and GeForce Marketing will now show you NVIDIA Broadcast.
Hey everybody, I'm Brandon and I'm very excited today to talk to you about our NVIDIA Broadcast app. Like many of you, I've been home a lot more lately. I've been video conferencing all day and then gaming and streaming all night, and I have a very basic webcam and microphone setup. NVIDIA Broadcast makes these things supercharged with a lot of new awesome features that really bring it out using the power of AI and RTX GPUs. The first one I want to talk about is noise removal. So I've asked my girlfriend to join me with a blow dryer here. And that distracting sound makes it very hard to understand what I'm saying. But when I turn on noise removal in NVIDIA Broadcast, you find that it's completely gone. And that blow dryer is still going. I've been video conferencing all day. But NVIDIA Broadcast isn't just awesome audio features. There's some really exciting video features as well. Let's take a look. First up, we have the ability to blur your background, which you may notice that I need because I have a very cluttered and messy room. But when I turn this background blur feature on, all of a sudden I get this really classy effect. And I can adjust the strength of that from low to high and everything in between. Or, if I want, I can actually replace the background altogether. Now I'm in a space station with the magic of AI. It's that easy. Or, if I want to jump into some gameplay, I can remove the background altogether and jump into some Valorant. And now I'm playing with a green screen effect without actually having to have one at home. I don't have to play good, but at least I can look good. Now sometimes when I'm video conferencing or doing a just chatting stream, I want to zoom in to get a more personal connection with the audience. But the problem is I bounce around so much, it's easy for my head to get out of frame. With the auto frame feature, it's like having your own personal cameraman that follows you wherever you go. So, if for example, I wanted to reach over and grab my cool Valorant hat and show it to everybody, it follows me every step of the way. I just find NVIDIA Broadcast to be really exciting, as both a streamer and as someone who works from home. The ability to remove distracting noise, improve your background, and keep yourself in the center of the frame are all awesome features in one app, and I just can't wait for you guys to try it.
A new form of art has emerged from gaming called machinima. Artists are using game assets to create cinematics. There's been tens of billions of views on YouTube. Most are shorts. Some are even recreating entire classic movies. It's becoming a whole new art genre. Today, I'm going to show you an app that will make these cinematics amazing. It's called Nvidia Omniverse Machinima. It's an app built on our Omniverse 3D workflow collaboration platform. Omniverse is a universal design tool asset exchange with a viewer based on photorealistic path tracing. The engine is designed to be physically accurate, simulating light, physics, material, and artificial intelligence. We have connectors for most third-party design tools, like 3ds Max, Maya, Photoshop, Epic Unreal, Rhino, and many more. The Machinima app brings in elements and assets from games and third-party collections like TurboSquid, and lets you mix and compose them into a cinematic. Creators can use their webcam to drive our AI-based post estimator to animate characters, drive face animation AI with your voice, add high-fidelity physics like particles and fluids, make materials physically accurate, and then when done with your composition and mixing, render film quality cinematics with your RTX GPU. NVIDIA Omniverse Machinima, beta in October. Sign up at nvidia.com/machinima. Let me show you a demo we created in a few days. We started with assets from Mountain Blade 2, Banner Lord. You're gonna love this.
Wow, that was close. You guys are getting better.
For 40 years, since NVIDIA researcher Turner Whitted first published his paper on ray tracing, computer science researchers have chased this dream to create super realistic virtual worlds with real-time ray tracing. NVIDIA, seeing the ultimate limits of rasterization approaching, focused intense efforts over the past 10 years to realize real-time ray tracing on a large scale. At SIGGRAPH 2 years ago, we announced the Nvidia RTX. Now 2 years later, it is clear we have reinvented computer graphics. Nvidia RTX is a full-stack invention. RTX starts with a brand new GPU architecture, but it is so much more. It includes new engine tech and a bunch of new rendering algorithms. RTX is a home run. All major 3D APIs have been extended for RTX. RTX is supported by all major 3D tools. RTX tech is incorporated into all major game engines. There are hundreds of games in development and thousands of research papers of new rendering and AI algorithms enabled by RTX. The RTX GPU has 3 fundamental processors: the programmable shader that we first introduced over 15 years ago, RT Core to accelerate the ray triangle and ray bounding box intersections, an AI processing pipeline called TensorCore. TensorCore accelerates linear algebra that is used for deep neural network processing, the foundation of modern AI. AI is the most powerful technology force of our time. Computers that learn from data and write software that no humans can. The advances are nothing short of breathtaking. Nvidia is doing groundbreaking work in this area. You might have seen our work in self-driving cars and robotics. Computer graphics and gaming will also be revolutionized by deep learning. Let me show you some recent works and the art of the possible. The first video is a generative adversarial network that has learned to synthesize virtual characters of any artistic genre, including photorealistic. Second is a neural network that animates a 3D face directly from voice.
You require more Vespine gas. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
The AI character can speak in any language, be any gender, and even rap and sing. Third is a character locomotion of infinite number of positions. Imagine negotiating arbitrary paths and obstacles. The fourth is reconstructing 3D from video. Imagine the possibilities. Record video, interact in 3D. This one is a deep learning model that learned the physics behavior of cloth animation. Finally, this deep learning model of ray tracing can predict colors of missing pixels, so that fewer rays need to be cast and fewer pixels need to be fully rendered. We can achieve orders of magnitude speedups. AI is certain to play a giant role in the future of computer graphics and gaming. The powerful Tensor Cores and RTX GPUs will let us do AI in real time. One of the first major AI computer graphics breakthroughs is DLSS. Here's the challenge. Real-time ray tracing is far more beautiful but requires a lot more computation per pixel than rasterization. So the solution is to ray trace fewer pixels and use AI on tensor cores to up-res to super-res to a higher resolution and boost frame rate. DLSS took nearly 2 years of intensive research. We built a supercomputer to train a network. The DLSS model is trained on extremely high quality, 16K, offline rendered images of many kinds of content. Once trained, the model is downloaded into your driver. At runtime, DLSS 2.0 takes in low resolution, aliased image and motion vector of the current frame, and the high resolution previous frame to generate a high resolution current frame. I think DLSS is one of our biggest breakthroughs in the last 10 years. Take a look at these images of Death Stranding, the latest game by Kojima-san. DLSS is sharper than native 4K and created detail from AI that native rendering didn't even show, and the frame rate is higher. Reviewers have loved DLSS 2.0. They say its quality beats out native rendering and runs even faster. You can play at 4K without a performance hit. Tensor Core effectively gives RTX a 2x performance boost. Let's look at one frame trace of a game to see the processors of RTX in action. Adding ray tracing to games dramatically increases the computation workload. Using shaders to do ray traversal and object intersection reduces the frame rate. We added the RT Core, which reduces shader workload by 60%. RT Core offloads the shaders by doing the ray triangle and ray bounding box intersection calculations. Using the same methodology as Microsoft Xbox, the RT Core is effectively a 34 teraflop shader, and Turing has an equivalent of 45 teraflops while ray tracing. Even with RT Core, the amount of time consumed is significant, so RT Core and shaders have to run concurrently. Even then, 20 milliseconds is only 50 frames per second, and still a step back in performance relative to previous generations. This is where the Tensor Core and DLSS come in. Rendering to a lower resolution, then using AI and super fast Tensor Core to effectively double frame rate. Now you can get ray tracing, get high resolution, and high frame rate at the same time. That's the magic of the 3 processors of RTX. Turing was our first generation RTX GPU, combining ray tracing, programmable shading, and AI. The flagship Turing had a ton of processing power, 11 shader teraflops, 34 RT teraflops, and 89 tensor teraflops. Let me show you our new RTX GPU. Ampere is a giant leap in performance. Ampere does 2 shader calculations per clock versus 1 on Turing, 30 shader teraflops compared to 11. Ampere doubles ray triangle intersection throughput. Ampere's RT Core delivers 58 RT teraflops compared to Turing's 34. And Ampere's new Tensor Core automatically identifies and removes less important DNA weights. And the new Tensor Core hardware processes the sparse network at twice the rate of Turing. 238 tensor flops compared to 89. Ladies and gentlemen, Nvidia's new Ampere GPU, our second generation RTX, 28 billion transistors built on Samsung 8N Nvidia custom process. All three processors double rates over Turing, a triple double. It connects to Micron's new G6X, the fastest memories ever made. The days of just relying on transistor performance scaling is over. Yet Ampere is an incredible 2 times the performance and energy efficiency of Turing. At Nvidia, we use every engineering lever to squeeze every drop of performance out of the system. From architecture, custom process design, circuit design, logic design, packaging, custom SerDes I/O, memory, power and thermal design, PCB design, software and algorithms. Thousands of engineers per generation, billions of dollars. Full stack engineering and extreme craftsmanship is the hallmark of our GPUs. Our performance, energy efficiency, and low power are all world class. And real application performance highlights Ampere's new RT core. The more ray tracing is done, the greater the Ampere speedup. Ampere RT core doubles ray intersection processing. Its ray tracing is processed concurrently with shading. And Ampere can render cinematic images with motion blur 8 times faster than Turing. Let's take a look at Ampere in action. At our kitchen GTC a few months ago, we showed Marbles, the world's first fully path-traced, photorealistic real-time graphics. It was running on our highest-end Turing Quadro RTX 8000. Turing was doing 720p, 25 frames per second. Today, we're going to run an enhanced version of Marbles with even more special effects, and it is running at 1440p, 30 frames per second, over 4 times the performance. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy Marbles at night.
Toto je brutálne. A toto? Toto je ray tracing. Aj toto. V podstate všetka tá žiara je upravená ray tracing. Ray tracing je odrážanie, svetelnosť. A to beží na single.
Marbles is entirely path traced. No rasterization, all real time. There are hundreds of area lights, including spherical area lights. There's no pre-baking, everything is dynamic. The depth of field is film quality and beautiful. Everything is dynamic. Diffuse GI, all dynamic. There are hundreds of rigid bodies, 80 million triangles. Materials are physically accurate, physics simulation and volumetric rendering in real time. DLSS 2.0 is doing the super resolution and AI denoising.
Ja viem, toto nie je live.
Let's compare Marbles Turing and Marbles Ampere. You can see dramatic visual quality jump of Ampere. Marbles on Turing runs at 720p, 25 frames per second. Marbles and Ampere runs at 1440p 30 frames per second, more than 4 times the performance, and Ampere even did area lights and depth of field. A giant performance leap. Today's games are giant worlds, indoor and out, with photogrammetry, dense geometry, and lots of characters. Games are over 200 gigabytes and getting bigger.